Hello, I'm Claudia Kay and welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of the haul from the Lincoln Highway Byway sales that I went to with some of my nieces. We did Thursday, Friday, and Saturday Lincoln Highway Byway sales. Go from west to east across the state of Ohio. There's more than 400 miles and they advertises not just yard sales, but also vintage, antique, and collectible sales. So before I headed out, I'd warned my nieces that some of the places we might stop at would be way out of our price range, and some of them were. But my goal was to not spend more than $8 on any one item. And for the most part, I stuck to that. So part 1 is all of the glassware. Part 2 is going to be ceramics, porcelain, anything like that. So first thing, and I've got one little wooden thing I'm going to show you, but I have been adding to my poodle collection. Up until a couple months ago, I didn't even have a poodle collection, and now I have a nice size poodle collection. So I got a little poodle Avon bottle. This was $1. We went to a garage sale that had 6 tables of Avon bottles and Avon collectibles, and they were selling them for $1 a piece. So I don't normally get Avon, but it was too cute. I could not resist. So there's a little Avon bottle for $1. And then this little poodle, I think I paid 50 cents for him. And this wooden poodle, oh, he's so cute. He was also 50 cents. He's got the green rhinestone eyes, very mid-century modern. And then I found this one. It's a decanter, and her name is Penny. It says Penny right there. Poodle Decanter. So she has become now my biggest poodle that I own. I think I paid $2 for her. This guy he just had a trailer that was set up on the side of the Lincoln Highway Byway, and he didn't have anything priced. So I bought a few things from him. He bundled them all together, but it wasn't more than $2 I paid for that. And then I bought quite a bit of pottery, which I don't know anything about. I ended up with several California pottery pieces. So the first one is this one, little nut bowl. This reminds me of things that my grandparents owned when I was growing up. I did pay $2 for it. This is California pottery. It's just beautiful, especially for fall. So beautiful. I wasn't gonna get it because it was $2 and I was breaking my $1 rule, but after I picked up and looked at it and walked away, then the guy goes, well, you know, it's California pottery. And then I was like, okay, I'll get it. So I got a few things that were California pottery. I got these 2 dishes, and I think I paid 75 cents for the both of them. And they also say California pottery. This one has a chip, unfortunately, because this one I think has the prettier coloring. But there again, we have the fall, the gorgeous fall colors and the leaf patterns. I got these 2 pieces for 75 cents. Together. 75 cents for the 2 of them, not a piece. And this one doesn't have anything on the bottom. This one has an MC in the gold paint painted on the bottom. So again with the leaves. And I got a weeping gold planter for 75 cents. And this one has Salem, Ohio on the bottom. It's just beautiful. It's a nice solid piece. And I found these 4 mugs. So I had seen at this garage sale they had, she didn't have a lot of stuff priced. A lot of it was just thrown into boxes and you had to dig through it. I don't mind digging through things. I know it really bothers some people, but I had my first go around, I had seen this one made in Japan, but it was just this one. And you know, a boring brown, I didn't need a mug. But then I came back around on a second look through just to make sure I hadn't missed anything. And I saw this one, and I saw this one, and I saw this one. So I paid $1 for all 4 of these together. Matching set, made in Japan, very fall colors. And I got this vase with the leaves. Here we are with the fall theme again. I didn't do that on purpose, it just happened that way. This vase was 50 cents, made in Japan. And it's got something accessories on the back, but the sticker has torn off. And so I know nothing else more about that than that it was made in Japan. And it looks to be very mid-century modern, 1950s. I got another vase. This one's filthy. This one I paid $1 for. It's got a bird. Crazy lamp lady likes to say, it's got a bird. This one was also made in Japan. Is that upside down? Made in Japan. I'm gonna clean that one up and see how that looks. I got this little dish. This one has the Japan on it. No chips, no cracks on this one. And I know I didn't pay more than $1 for it, but I don't know what I paid for it. Probably less than that on that one. One more piece of pottery, and it's California. This one I did pay $2 for, but I loved the color. And speaking of the color, I also picked this one up because of the color. So I think I probably paid 50 cents or $1 for this one. I got those 2 pieces because I fell in love with the color of them. I found a Redware Bank, 50 cents. It says Dabs Japan. And the only issue with it is that the cork bottom has broken a bit. But other than that, he is in perfect condition, perfectly bald. 50 cents for this little bank. I got this little Japan. I'm guessing that he is a kitsune. I think that's how you say it. But look at the little starbursts on him. Oh, he's just adorable. He's gonna get a little wipe down and go straight into my mid-century modern animals collection. So sweet. I picked this little guy up for $1 and did not realize until I got home that he had a missing foot. So I know that there are different things, artistic things that people do with these broken bits, and so I may do some Googling or look on Pinterest and see if something can't be done because he's missing his foot. Pick this dog up. And look at him, his size compared to the little, he's a big guy. And I got this one because he looks exactly like a dog figurine, but it was a little bit smaller that my mom had when I was growing up. And then when I showed it to her, she didn't remember it. But my niece agrees with me that my mom used to have a smaller one of these dogs. And I got a tiny kitty. That one I think was also a quarter. I got Honko elephants. And I think I paid a quarter for these too, but I didn't realize until I got home they had a chip right here. They're pretty dirty, so we'll see how well they clean up. But so sweet, little elephant. And then I got these tiny little birds for 75 cents for the pair. And I don't normally buy just like regular birds. I like pink flamingos and I like swans, but for just regular birds, I don't normally. But they were so sweet. So I got 2 little birds. And then I did get a couple of salt and pepper shakers that are singles, just for my collection. Again, I wouldn't normally pick up a chicken, but the colors are fantastic. So I got that little guy, I think he was a quarter. I got this monkey, he was a quarter. He's Japan, still has his original cork, amazingly enough. So now he will get to live in my collection with my other salt and pepper shakers that don't have their matches anymore. I got these guys. They're missing their tree. They would have hung on a tree, but salt and peppers. I have a set of them, but the set that I have is not as nice as these. These have more definition, better paint jobs. So I picked those up. Pretty sure they were a quarter also. Maybe 50 cents. I may have paid 50 cents. I got a paprika shaker, Japan. How cute is that? I didn't even know paprika shakers were a thing, and then I managed to buy 2 of them over the period of this sale. So I got him, and then I got this one and a pepper. He's lost his cold paint there. And these are filthy, but they've got their original corks. They're made in Japan also. And they have some nice crazing on them. I like crazing on the older pieces. I think it's pretty. These were also from the same guy that I got the Poodle Decanter from. I got this condiment dish for a quarter. Still got its Japan stick, most of its Japan sticker on it. And I thought that this went on it, but it's got a different Japan sticker. So I'm not sure, but I'm going to keep an eye out for salt and pepper that would go with this, and then they will all go together. A little condiment jar, so sweet, with the strawberry. I got a little ghost simply because Halloween is coming up. I paid a quarter for him. I don't normally decorate for Halloween, especially now that all the kids have grown up and moved out on their own. Halloween was more their thing, but this little guy was so stinking cute. So quarter for him. He had to come home with me. These little pieces, oh, so 1970s, remind me of my childhood. So they were hobbyist pieces made by MH in 1976. So I think they were probably $1/4 a piece also. And then I picked up, and she's filthy. This is gross. I think it's probably a smoker. Had her sitting in the living room forever. But she's a planter. And the reason that I fell in love with her is my mom has the exact same one, but in the figurine. So she's a narco from 1963, Cleveland, Ohio. And my mom's is the figurine, not the planter, but also a narco 1963. So I'm going to give her a good cleaning, hopefully without taking off any of her cold paint, and we'll see how she comes out. She's just amazing. I got this little, it was just a bag, and they were wrapped in paper so you couldn't see what was in here. And I didn't pay more than $1, but this one had made in Japan on it. And could it be any sweeter with the duck and the bunny? And these are little child tea set pieces, or at least that one is. I think, I know my grandmother had a cup in that pattern. I'll check with my niece who took a bunch of those, but I think my grandmother's was bigger. So probably paid $1/4 for each of these. And then this little creamer pitcher, it has the pattern on both sides. Sorry. And now I'm sad about this because when I was unpacking them, the way they'd wrap them, this one flew out, fell on the floor, and broke. Because I had a cup and a saucer, 2 of them for each, made in Japan. So now I have one with a broken handle. So that made me sad, but I didn't pay a lot for them. Her husband was bagging things up, and he wasn't happy to have been. It was hot, people. The first day we headed out, we were under heat advisory, and that's the first time in the state of Ohio this summer we've been under a heat advisory. So first day, heat advisory. So by the third day, now the second and third day were not under heat advisory, but still hot, humid, sticky, it was nasty. People were cranky. But me and my nieces weren't. We had a ton of fun. But that guy packing it up was not happy that his wife was making him sit out in the garage and wrap tiny little teacups. So this one, we stopped at a church sale on the old Lincoln Highway. It is Noritake. And the church had nothing marked. They had just put all the donations out and then told people to donate what they felt things were worth. So I found some scrub shirts for work, actually. And so I got the little piece of Noritake along with the scrub shirts and some brooches, which will be a different video. So I probably paid $1 for the Noritake. And this tiny little, I just love miniatures. It says bone china on the back. Little china cabinet. High style bone china by Bridge Japan. And that came from the church sale too, with the Noritake and my scrubs. And I put this on my Instagram and immediately had people wanting to buy it from me. I'm not selling it. This is the ultimate mid-century modern salt and pepper shakers. I adore them. In the original box, soy and poi, I paid 50 cents. 50 cents for them. Oh, these are just, they're just wonderful. Maybe I should have sold them because maybe the responsibility of having something so fantastic is going to be stressful. Because normally, you know, I pay so little for things that if they break, they break. And in the meanwhile, I enjoyed them, but I don't want these to ever break. They're fantastic. They're so wonderful. Soy and Poi. Mid-century modern cats. They're the best. They're little flowers. Oh, I love them. And this matte black. Fantastic. They are fantastic. So that is everything for part 2 of the Lincoln Highway Byway sales. And there's going to be 2 more parts because I have all of the jewelry to go through, and then I just have the random. Oh, I also have Christmas. I bought Christmas stuff. There might be more parts. It was 3 days of yard sailing. It was a lot. I didn't spend a lot, but I bought a lot. So that's all for today. And remember, be kind. It doesn't cost you anything, and it may mean everything to someone else.